When we say we're ARHU, it's not simply a label. It's engaging in a dynamic community and having close ties with faculty and being able to root for a Division I home team. It's making an impact locally and abroad. It's thinking world-wise so we can bring a unique viewpoint to the careers of tomorrow. With a wide variety of classes and opportunities in the University of Maryland's College of Arts and Humanities, we let our passions write our stories.
I grew up in a foreign service family. We lived overseas most of my childhood. What I kept remembering was that people in different countries often had no idea how the other half of the world lived. And I didn't really know how to explore that until I arrived at the University of Maryland. I was suddenly able to take all these different sorts of classes, queer theory, post-colonial theory. I've had this great opportunity to interact with professors really talking about how the humanities work. I remember thinking that this was really the path for me to understand these differences. And from there, actually start bridging this gap between people and cultures and ideologies.
Philosophy speaks to the deep human need that human beings have to understand themselves. And each day I go into the classroom, I get to hear what young people are thinking and what they care about. Using the powers of logic and analytical thinking, I give them the courage to challenge their beliefs, to get them to dig deeper below the surface of appearances. And armed with that knowledge, they can find new and creative and effective solutions to some of the most pressing moral issues of our time.
Growing up in Montreal, Canada, and being raised in a Chinese family, I was really always exposed to different languages and cultures. And so at the University of Maryland, I'm really lucky to be close to Washington, D.C., where I was able to teach kids piano at Joe's Movement Emporium, which is a local performing arts center. Later on, I was able to intern at the State Department. I was able to see how artists can use their talents to promote cultural diplomacy. I was really lucky to be able to see that my internship could help me pursue all of my interests and passions.
Our ability to learn language is what makes us uniquely human. Language enables us to cross demographic boundaries and to work together in solving problems. I studied abroad, teaching and working with students to use language as a vehicle for solving problems, and I get to do that today in a healthcare setting. Crossing the boundary between science, technology, and the humanities, I use the skills that I learned to communicate across different groups of people in creating healthcare solutions that impact patient lives every day.
If you are creative and curious, eager to become part of a community of global visionaries and creative problem solvers, then join us here in the College of Arts and Humanities at the University of Maryland. Are you ARHU?